creative friends, it's Gwen and I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. Today's share is part of the Great Southern Scrappers YouTube hop that is happening right now. It's a bunch of very talented and amazing creatives who are from Australia and New Zealand, and we've all got together and put together some inspiration for you. We're all playing along with this mood board. And yeah, I'll leave all the details for who's participating in the hop below for you, so be sure to check that out. This is the photo that I'll be using. So it's a picture of Caitlin. This was actually the day that she had her braces taken off. So this is her first photo without braces. And I'm super inspired to use my new Maggie Holmes Marigold collection. And I've pulled out all the lovely warm colors that match with the mood board. So to kick the layout off, I have created a frame for the edge for the background of my page, and I'm using a really pretty apricot as my background color. And now the inside part of that frame is this piece here, which I'm going to take some time to fussy cut out some of the floral elements. So I did want to leave a little bit of this footage in for you so that you can see how I fussy cut. I am using scissors by EK Success, and they are definitely my favorite scissors for fussy cutting and cut files and any kind of intricate work. And I'm sure to move the paper rather than move my scissors. And I just find that that technique works very well, and it also means that I can cut or fussy cut out the piece really quickly. This one didn't take very long at all, really. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep some of the leaves. I'm not really sure at this stage where this is going or how it will be used in my paper layers. So because of that, I will just keep as many leaves as I can. And then further down in the layout, you'll see that I adjust that as I go. Now, I don't do all the florals in this background paper, but I do the main ones, so the more centered ones and the ones that are larger that have very few leaves that run off the page. So I've got a couple of those, and I'm now going to build my page. So I actually didn't have any plan at all for this layout. I did want to do more of a center design, which is why I've gone ahead and added stitching around the outside edge of my background there. So I did know that there was not going to be any elements that kind of went across the outside edges. I knew it was going to be centered. That was about it. And this is, you would have seen the unboxing video yesterday, so this is the very first layout with this collection. And to be honest, it did feel a little bit clunky. And I'm not sure if that was because it was new or because if you saw that video, if you didn't, I'll link it here. But if you saw that video, you saw that I was a bit disappointed with a couple of elements in the collection, and I was feeling a bit bummed about it actually. So yeah, because I had finished that video and then straight away gone ahead and created this page, I do feel like some of that disappointment kind of was playing on my mind a bit here while I was creating. But anyway, love how it turned out in the end. It was a little bit of a struggle, not gonna lie. But yeah, so this is the plan though. That's pretty much the bones of the page, and really it's just a stack of pieces from the ephemera pack. Because those pieces are quite large, I like to try and get those used up quickly. I like to use them as foundation layers on my layout, and that's what they are really. So I think 1, 2, 3, there's 3 like rectangle elements that came from that ephemera pack, and then the tag, and then there's my fussy cut flowers. And yeah, that's going to be the foundation for this layout. Okay, so it's at this point that I am fussing with the tag element on the right there, and I do decide while I'm doing that and auditioning it that I don't like the leaves on the floral cluster at the bottom. So I do go ahead and chop those off, And I do create my own little leaf cluster using a couple of spare leaves that I had from the pattern paper. So I just fussy cut those out. And that's where my title's going to end up. So I want that to be nice and clean and yeah, looking neat and tidy. And you'll see here in a moment, I do go ahead and position my title just nestled in that spot there at the bottom. Now, while I'm positioning my title, I am thinking about adding a Charms Creation heart, which you'll see in a moment. My concern with it though was the gold in that heart was very yellow gold. It was quite different to the gold in the collection. So what you'll see here in a moment, I go and actually fussy cut off the gold part. So yeah, see that's it there. And I actually get my scissors and trim off that gold part. So it's mainly white now, and I'm just finding that that's sitting yeah, it's a lot more consistent with the mood board, and there's no clashing of gold elements. It's also now that I recognize that I'm not sure about the green, so I'm trying to balance the green in the tag with something else on the left there. I did audition that butterfly and then just go, no, the problem is not the element that I'm adding, the problem was the tag. So I do switch that out with a tag from my stash. And oh, while I was pulling out things from my stash, I also grabbed these butterflies from a pattern paper from Cocoa Vanilla. Oh, what's that collection? More Than Words, I think. I think it's More Than Words. And I fussy cut out 3 of those or 4 of those in the end. And they match, the colors in those butterflies are really soft and beautiful, and they really match where I'm going with this page. And I do add them with a little bit of the foam tape that I like to use. 2 I think end up with foam tape, and then 2 I just pop a little bit of glue down the center and then bend their wings up. And I like how it kind of adds dimension without bulk, and yeah, just a little pretty element to my paper layers there. Oh gosh, now I remember the bow. You will all know that I am all about them bows, but this one, oh, I could not find a happy home for it. I like it there. Now that I'm watching this back, I do like it there, but it doesn't stay there. It has to be auditioned in a million places, not even exaggerating. Before it ends up, it actually ends up a little bit higher than that, above the word thankful. Oh, I really want it on the page because it was the right green and it was a bow. So hello. Yeah, I just couldn't get it. It took a long time to get it in the right spot. I do add that little bit of pink. See how it's more balanced now? Before that, the pink floral piece on the right was the only real pink in the page, and it did look a little out of balance for me. So I did add, yeah, I did add that pink there on the left, and that balances it out much nicer for me. Yeah, see, I tried it. How many places have I tried it? It ends up there. Thank goodness. It does stay there. And yeah, the balance, I think the balance and the proportions of the page are much better now with the pink on the left and then a larger pop of pink on the right. So I now feel like the page is coming together. I am starting to lock in some of the elements that were just sitting placed, including that tag piece there. That the little floral element that I'm adding there is from the puffy stickers, the big ones, the 6-pack, not the small mini ones. And I do like how that adds a little bit of texture, and it's a nice little layer in that floral cluster. I'm adding some foam tape behind a lot of the pieces. You'll see me struggle here in a moment. Oh my gosh, it was sticking out. You could see that it was underneath it because I didn't pop it in there far enough. Second time's the charm. And I do also add the heart there with, I'm using the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive for that because it's so much better dealing with fabric than the Scotch Quick Dry. So that one gets locked into position right there. And then I have a bit of a ponder on how to finish up the page. I decided to go with some of the puffy gold hearts, which are from the thicker sheet. It's the same thicker sheet as the word smile there. And I add them to the page in a similar way than I would if I was adding some enamel dots. They do get auditioned though, because, you know, they need to be auditioned. And I am careful about the balance of larger hearts and smaller hearts, which is what I'm fussing with there. But I do sprinkle those around the page, and I'm going to call that done. If you have any questions about the page, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I will always try my best to answer them for you. And if you like the way that I scrapbook or the way that I chat about the way that I scrapbook, I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. There are some close-up images coming very soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!